What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Do a little background setup here while we get started. What's up, Nate? How you doing? Thanks for coming by, man. So I saw this game in the Nindies showcase a couple days ago, and I was like, that looks really interesting. I think my initial reaction was, that could be really good or really bad. I reached out to the developer, and they're like, it's actually out on Steam right now if you want to try it. And they gave me a code for it. I was like, absolutely. It's funny because most of those games that were in the Nindies were already available somewhere else. There's only like 3 or 4 that are actually like new games that are going to be exclusive to the Switch. Just at work, cool. Why work? Who needs to pay bills when you can watch someone play video games? So a couple things with this release for Steam. Typically all the games I play are via I have the Xbox One controller adapter. This game does not support controllers on Steam, which I think is kind of interesting, seeing as it's going to be coming to the consoles, and they said spring of this year, which is, well, we're in spring now, so they're going to have this game ready for console, well, ready for the Nintendo Switch, with the controller working and everything, yet it's on Steam right now with no controller support, except for they have the Steam controller support, but no external controllers can work with it like 90% of games do. So that was kind of strange. Has anyone who's watching, has anyone even heard of this game before? I feel like I'm the first one to have ever heard of it. Well, not that I'm the first one to hear of it, but I feel like it's something that's been out for a while. It's got really good reviews on Steam. I can bring up Steam actually and show you guys if you're interested before we get started. First saw it in the direct, yeah, me too. Hold on one second here. That's good enough. It was on sale this morning for, I think it was like $8, but it was only like a one-day sale or something. It's really strange. 2,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. That's wild. To have that many reviews, overwhelmingly positive, and to not hear about the game. So it's gonna be pretty decent, one would think at least, right? Anyways. What all is needed to stream games? I just use OBS, which is a free... it's a free program that allows you to stream to, I think, whatever you want. I always just stream to YouTube, but most people use OBS. It's really good and it's free. But anyways, enough talk. Let's get to starting this game. I've never played it before, so I have no idea what to even expect. Edit your name? How do I edit my name? Ah. Enter last name. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of a dead giveaway that it's a game you shouldn't miss, which is why it's so surprising I'd never even heard of it before. Now, I can see why this doesn't have controller support. Because it feels like it was made for a mouse. You just shoot everything. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Now I need to put my name again? Or is this me? Enter. I don't know if this is me or the bad guys. I'm so confused right now. I'm gonna put me in again just in case. Maybe it's gonna be Smash JT going after Smash JT. I don't know. We'll see. Ha! A very cool way to introduce the character. Did we just lose desktop audio? Can you guys hear it still? What the heck happened to the audio? That's weird. I lost it from me. No, the game didn't freeze. I just haven't... Oh, that's what... I clicked off the box. There we go. Rookie mistake. Alright. I kind of feel like I'm a cow puncher. Cow punchers, the fighters, magic. This is kind of like the thief class kind of. Oh, those guys, they make the potions, okay. What do you call them, the chemists? I'm sure there's an official name for them. I want to be a cow puncher. I don't know how this is going to translate to a controller on the Switch. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to turn the music off. There we go. Alright, so you can use the controller with the W, the keyboard, I should say. Comb hair. Ha! I'm already getting a weird, like, hand-drawn Earthbound vibe to this. So did they give a reason why I'm leaving home? It keeps saying I'm gonna miss everything. Why am I leaving? He keeps her pies in the cupboard. Time to head west to chase my real dreams. Okay, so there's the storyline. Hey, British Guardian. I'm gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. Looks like a book you wanted for Crimbo. So is this like a tutorial? Or I just gained the ability to pick locks, probably. How do you guys feel about games like this without voice acting? Like, I'm fine with them. They don't necessarily translate very well to live streaming, I don't think, in this modern era, but these are the kind of games I grew up with. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are with me on it. I'd hate to be losing my audience because they're bored with just reading. Okay, so here we go. They're letting you have the storyline. I don't know if this is going to change my game or not, as far as what direction you pick here. Ha! Oops. I always like to explore to see if there's anything like I'm randomly missing somewhere with secrets. Ah, I found a needle in the haystack. Ah, guess I should have expected that. So what are you guys thinking so far of this? Yay, nay, meh, not sure. Because I feel like it's pretty interesting so far. I'm intrigued. This is one of those games I had no idea what to expect going into it. Yeah, I would say the same, actually. I need to say more, but my interest is piqued. Let's skip these guys. Eh, it's okay. That's actually really funny. BS horsery. God drinking. Of course, the first place I go is the bar. Hey, your hat, dagnammit. Well, I can't drink here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to take a hat and leave it box next to the door. So the Nintendo Switch version is going to have a whole bunch of hats in it. I don't know if that's from Steam or if that's going to be unique to the Switch version. We'll find out by playing, I guess. Pete. Hey, fella, yeah? Alright, so now... I wonder if I can... Would you like... What would I do with 2? I don't know, where? Huh. The writing in this is top-notch so far, which is important if it's really all it's got. Sounds like Anytown USA, who has more people in it than jobs. Okay, I don't really need to sit through all that. I'm gonna find something in this, I'm sure. Hooray! Got a gross rig out of its spittoon. I wonder if you can actually play poker in this game. That would be actually really cool. You have to get meat first to do it. Requires lockpicking. I just read up on how to pick locks from that book at the beginning of the game. The shadows are awesome here. This is actually the first time playing this game that I'm actually really blown away. I think, Church, if you're still in here, I think it was you who said it's in one of your podcasts. What are the little things in games that you notice that really stand out? And this is absolutely one of those things. Whoops, didn't mean to leave. I'm just admiring the shadows. Alright, we got our first fight here. Apparently all the battles are completely just by choice. You don't have to do battles in this game. fighting is very simplistic, but nothing wrong with that. Ha! The legal drinking age here is, can you reach the top of the bar? Nurse brand whiskey. Drinking whiskey out of a beer mug. That sounds like my kind of girl. Lost her whole family to a cow attack. Got some pent-up frustrations. That's interesting. The info on the whiskey is hysterical. This whiskey is too cheap for you to even consider drinking it. And given your legendary low standards, that's really saying something. Yeah, the music is great. The writing is great. Graphics are never that important to me, if you guys know me, so I really don't care about that. I think they're very unique graphics anyways, so they're good. It's the little things in this game, it's just funny. I'm not familiar with that one. Ha! Alright, no worries, Church. Thanks for coming by, man. Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you stopping by for whatever you could. That was great to see you, dude. Yeah, it really is. It's a gang of hoodlums around here that call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took the cell door with them. Ain't much good without the door. We'll fetch that door back. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. I like how the deputy just gives you a gun. Hey, what's up, Nintendo? Thanks for coming by, dude. This has a weird Earthbound feel to it still. Like, not exactly Earthbound. I feel like Earthbound's getting thrown around like people say it's the Dark Souls of tough games. I feel like Earthbound's getting turned into the Earthbound of RPGs, but this, it's very unique, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay. Is this someone in a cactus or dressed up as a cactus? Howdy, cactus man. Because that's exactly what I would say to someone who has a face in a cactus. Name's Bill, Cactus Bill. I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. And that's what... Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Smoker's cough? No, I don't smoke. Hey, what's up, Jay? NES addict in the house? Natural fermentation process inside a cactus. Almost a drunk. I got a newspaper. Okay, so what this game seems like so far is a bunch of tiny mini fetch quests to progress through the game. Alright, so the shovel is behind the outhouse at the ore hole mine. Hey, Retro Robbie, how's it going? Yeah, I love the artwork in this game so far. And that's funny, because looking at stick figures, I never thought I'd say that. Nope, you're not allowed there, remember? Okay. Oh, so you just click on the map to go there. That's easy enough. I'm absolutely gonna just shoot him. That doesn't seem very sportsmanlike. Okay, on second thought, I'll let him live. Before I shoot him, I'm gonna wake him up. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. So, the pistol must be for distance, because the melee takes away more. Yeah, the artwork is definitely different. So this guy's pretty strong. Took away like a quarter of my energy there. Almost. Draw! Literally. So I guess you get all your energy back after each battle? Silver cufflinks. Oh, you can jump with the spacebar. Love that. That's fun. Yes. I figured as much, Jay. If you wore fancier shirts, you might have to use these. Definitely keep past the soap. I was just joking. Wow. I just got a bar of soap from him. That's actually really funny. Yeah, it's very basic, very straightforward. Which is what I love, a game that focuses on the actual gameplay, making sure that it's a fun game to play and not focusing on things that don't matter as much. I'll show you the door, go to hell. Okay, this might be... Shoot this target. Yikes. Okay, that just took away all my health in one shot. Wonder if I have to get the soap again. So apparently if you take the wrong choice of words, it's the same as dying in a battle. Oh, this guy only has 5 hit points. Yeah. You gotta take him out first, clearly. That was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, so I got the sheriff's door. Another mug. Oh, wow, okay, I got meat. There's the door. Really love the shadow work in this game. Like, look at that. The bathtub. That's legit. That really brings me to life. Let's talk to this fella right here. Oh, turn up. Friggers busted the lock and they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. Okay. So apparently you collect these mugs for rewards. Maybe you give them to this guy. Okay, so you get 25 meat per mug. All right, Nate. Every damn hostling. So I have to find his horses. Feed it oats and it will go home. Okay. So apparently you get needles in every haystack. The most typical horse you've ever seen. Alright, so the shovel was behind the outhouse. There we go. a crowbar. Tools. Hopefully there's a crowbar here. What's it say? Okay. You've successfully put yourself in grave danger. That was quite the extravagant way of saying you're feeding this horse some oats. Hey, what's up, Eric? How's it going, man? Playing the latest up-and-coming Switch release. Right now I'm rescuing horses. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but it's fun. Ha! Oak City Gamers, I can always count on you guys for not skipping the ads. Thank you so much. I mean, looks aren't everything, Eric. If that were the case, nobody would even talk to me. Snake looks sleepy, but not that sleepy. So in the promo for the Nintendo Direct, they said that filled with optional battles. I mean, you don't have to fight, but you can't really progress in the game unless you fight sometimes, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's optional battles. That's kind of a little misleading. That's very true, Eric. Very true. Painting 20 feet tall ceilings is the best. Is that like Michelangelo? 20-foot tall ceilings? Hold on 1 second. Please stand by. There we go. Look at those eyes. I mean, if this is super duper successful, then maybe. I don't think you have to worry about that happening, though. I mean, the game's it's fun. I wouldn't put it at the next Fortnite kind of fun, but it's fun. Zephaniah boring. He's actually a really interesting guy. So I guess you had to get the shovel to be able to play this part, because I have the shovel to fight these guys. Hey, what's up, Mad Little Pixel? How's it going? Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Eric, on those game picks. Outside of those, there was really nothing else that interested me. And I actually watched last year's Nindies Direct after watching this year's, just to compare to make sure I wasn't going crazy. And last year's Nindies Direct was just infinitely better. The last game, I'm on the fence about the pool game. Oh, the last one, the ninja. Oh, the chicken one, Ninja Game's the last one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Banner Saga 3 is. I mean, I guess that's exciting. I never could get into the Banner Saga games, so that didn't really do it for me. And I already have the Banner Saga games on Steam already, and I don't play them on that, so I'm like, I'm not really gonna get it to play it on the Switch either. But yeah, the Ninja game looked awesome. So, Mad Little Pixel, when's the next video we can expect on the controller? I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. I love those videos, actually. They're very interesting. I always get a kick out of the people that give you a hard time for them. I'm like, if you don't want to watch them, why are you here bitching about it in the comments section? Hello, Nicholas. How's it going? I'm definitely taking the horse with the crazy eyes. Okay, I warned you. This horse has seen some stuff. Something wrong with him? No, not so much. But with putting out videos, it's interesting. When you piss off people with the video, that's when analytics go up. Watch time, subs, and all that. Yeah, tell me about it. One of my most popular videos was when I did the Mulaka review, and I dressed up as Mulaka and set off a bunch of SJWs getting pissed off about my war paint on my face that they misconstrued for something else, apparently. So yeah, go figure. Some people just want to see the world burn. I'm gonna name the horse Eric the Viking. Doesn't fit. Viking Eric. You are my horse, Eric. I'm good. We still have snow in New York. Yeah, I heard it was one of my best buddies is in the Bronx. He sent me a video of Central Park yesterday, and I was like, yikes. I'm in San Diego. It was 86 degrees here and sunny yesterday. So it's kind of hard to put myself in those shoes. Sorry. It's kind of why I moved here, because I'm originally from Massachusetts. So, did I buy that horse? Once I leave town, I can never come back. Crazy eyes, just like real life. Let me get rid of these bugs first. I think that's all I can do here. I don't know. Ride Viking Eric out of town. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's kind of a pain in the ass, but he's been good to me over the years, so I can't hate him too much. Spend it automatically. This is my partner. This looks more like Eric than my horse with that facial hair. And hat. Oh, come back here, buddy. Can I not talk to you? You look so sad. His eyes crack me up. Guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. Blurk. Is that your horse noise? I hate when I fall asleep during a fight. What kind of studio upgrades are you looking into, JT? See, that's part of the goal on top of the wine. Studio upgrades I'm looking into is a better camera. Right now, my camera is the Logitech HD 1080p, and it's good. It's okay, but it's not. I think it will make more sense when I show you guys the new item coming to the channel that should be arriving today in the mail. And I'll give a little hint of what I special ordered. It was $70 to ship it. So that should add a lot to the show. But I'm going to need a better camera for it. And it will make a lot more sense once I make that video. No, it's not the Detective Pikachu amiibo. Oh, very cool. I have Nino Kuni coming in the mail tomorrow. I also got a review code for the Witch in the 100 Night 2 from, what was it, NIS? Whoever makes that, Nicalis or NIS? Can't remember who makes it. But I haven't even loaded the game up yet. I haven't had any time to. Getting so many games all at the same time. First world problems, right? I'm pretty sure if Eric... pretty sure if Eric was in the Old West, this is exactly what it would say about him. You don't like Ni no Kuni? That was my favorite game on the PS3. The only game I've ever platinumed, Ni no Kuni. I mean, it had its issues. Don't get me wrong. Hello, Gamer Power. How's it going? So you're the nosy type. I prefer adventuresome. Yeah, no, I 100% agree and understand and can relate, Eric. Alright, so I need saltpeter. Alright. Yeah. Although I will say the... I'm gonna start talking some heresy here to tick some people off in the chat, maybe, as far as my likes and dislikes, but I don't really like the Paper Mario series. It was okay. I like Thousand Year Door. That's probably the best one. I don't really like the Mario and Luigi series, except for the first one, which was way back on the Game Boy Advance, I think. Yeah. And that was an incredible game. And then they kind of went down a path of way too much dialogue. I am a monster, and I apologize. I already prefaced it by saying I apologize for pissing people off for saying these such controversial things about these holy grails we hold so dear to us. Sort of inconsiderate. I also feel like the Pokemon series is a tad overrated as well. Yeah, no, exactly. It doesn't have dialogue normally, so I enjoy it, but it's like, at times, especially Bowser's Inside Story, I felt like I was reading a book instead of playing a game. Just so much text over and over, and it was good, but it lost my attention. I mean, not necessarily, because I played I played Pokemon on the original Game Boy with my buddy. I had the red and he had, no, I had the blue and he had the red, and we'd link them up and we'd play, and it was okay, but I always just felt like those games were just way too easy. It was just kind of like, go here, do this, go here, do this. There was no challenge. It would hold your hand the entire way through the game. Super Mario RPG on the SNES. That is the only great Mario RPG. I'm thinking. And off the top of my head, I'm tending to agree with you. Nothing else is really coming to mind that really competes with that. My thoughts on the Atari box. Oh, actually, before I get to that, because that's a mouthful. I was probably in 7th or 8th grade. Yeah, I'm with you, Mad Little Pixel. I didn't care too much for those either. The very first Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga is one of my favorite games ever. That's an awesome game. But then it was straight downhill from that one, in my opinion. I was disappointed in Super Mario RPG. Yes, I was a little bit too, because it was very easy. And that's the thing. I don't like easy games. I like challenges. How I am 36, almost 37. Ooh. Super Mario RPG was overhyped a bit. It was fun, but I rented it from Blockbuster and played it all the way through and didn't die, I don't think, at all when it first came out. And if I did die, it wasn't much of a penalty. I don't recall ever having much of a challenge all the way through the entire game. That doesn't make it a bad game, it just makes it where it's not necessarily on my list of games I absolutely love. Yeah, exactly. As far as easy games, yeah. I believe, Mad Little Pixel, I believe that's the same for me as well. I got the one on the 3DS a couple years back and was pretty excited about it, and I just played through the first like 5 or 6 hours of it, and I'm like, I'm literally just going from here to there to there to there to doing this to doing that. I'm like, there's no challenge, nothing, no strategy involved, and I need strategy in a game to make me feel like it's rewarding to me. But let me get back to, somebody asked, hold on a second. Nicholas asked about my thoughts on the Atari box. Well, hold on, let me get through this part. Yeah, that's probably what it was then. It was anywhere between 7th and 8th grade that I played Pokemon. I don't remember exactly, but it was right around that time. But as far as the Atari box, I'm weird about this. I'm reserving judgment. That's why I haven't made a video on it, because there's been no information out yet discussing the specs or anything, and I feel like, as silly as this sounds to say, I don't want to come off as drama. I know it gets views, but I'd rather stand for something in my videos, so I'm like, once some information comes out that's concrete, that I can make a judgment on with it, then I'll be all about it. But, like, we don't know the specs of it. We don't know the games coming out with it. We know a suggested retail price of somewhere between $250 to $300. And as it stands, if it's as bad as what people are thinking it's going to be, then it's obviously a complete joke and a ripoff. But we don't have any information on it. Like, the only videos I've made talking about how much I hate crap consoles and joke consoles are the ones that we had all the information laid out in front of us, and that's where I can make an actual decision on how I feel about it. Yeah, I feel like it's really easy to take the approach of, oh my god, I'd like to jump on the bandwagon of hating on it, like Review Tech USA and RGT and all them. It's just like, oh my god, it's so bad. Who's gonna fall for this? Ha ha ha! It's ridiculous. It's like, more likely than not, they're probably right. But again, we don't know. So I'd rather not do a speculation video with something, because I mean, for all we know, I in a weird way, I'm rooting for the Atari box. I'm rooting for it to be successful. And that's like so counter culture that I almost want to make a video on that approach to it, just to not play devil's advocate, but to give a realistic approach to it. Now, most likely I'll be wrong, like I always am, but I think it's the most logical approach to take at this point. And logic definitely does not sell on YouTube, so. I mean, if it was legit, the company would come out and show us. I mean, you could say that about every company, though. Like, how about this? For example, Microsoft talked about the HoloLens like 5 years ago. They have dev kits out in the wild, but they're not for sale yet because they're still having some issues on them. People could have said the same thing about the HoloLens when Microsoft first started talking about it. They showed it on display, I think it was E3, where they showed playing Minecraft in front of them. And that was, I don't want to say it was all a fake, but a lot of that was not actually representative of what the HoloLens could do at that point. That was more of a, this is what we hope the HoloLens would show people in actuality when you put it on you. And I know that for a fact because I've had a HoloLens on and I see what they actually do, and it's not that good yet. But people could say the same thing about the HoloLens with Microsoft, saying, why'd you come out and say you're making a HoloLens and then not give anyone the specs to it? Why isn't it available for release? Why isn't this? Why isn't that? True. That is a very valid point. And I'm not all about the crowdfunding without specs on a system. But then again, I also take the approach of, who are these morons that are throwing their money into the fire, saying, here, I want to be part of this, whatever it is you're doing. That reminds me of my early investing days when I would just throw money at penny stocks and hope that something would come out from them, and never did. No, exactly, Eric. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, who are the people that are giving them the money in the first place? Yeah, casuals throw their money into the fire, and then we blame Atari? Would it be weird for me to say that Atari is kind of genius for being able to swindle people? Speaking of cryptocurrencies, I heard Atari was making their own form of Bitcoin, Atari Bitcoin. Which just makes all the sense in the world based off of everything else that's going on with that company right now. And Kodak too, yeah, I heard about that. That is something else, let me tell you. I mean, is anyone surprised? Commodore 64 Mini, is that actually happening? Yeah, I know. How bad is the lag? Is it just like 20 seconds type thing, or is it way worse than that? Are you gonna get it, Mad Little Pixel? Because I know you're on top of literally every little device that comes out. I'm impressed by just the amount of content you're able to get out and quality with it. Day one. I don't know much about it. I heard of it, and it intrigued me enough to want to hear more about it, but the problem with me and the mini consoles, I feel like it's kind of a fad, because it's all 100%, obviously, it's 100% nostalgia. People are doing it because they have nostalgia for it when they're growing up. Okay, that's probably why I haven't heard more about it. It's about 30-second delay. Okay, that's not terrible, but yeah, that's annoying. Oh yeah, there's a hardcore fan base for the Commodore 64. I found that out after I started YouTube, and I got to be buddies with someone who focused on Commodore 64 games. What's an exposed meat vein? Yeah, nostalgia totally does. It's marketing at its finest. I mean, I guess, yeah, you could say the same thing about everything. I guess my thing is, I don't even know. Like, I bought an NES Mini, I bought a Super Nintendo Mini. They're both still in their boxes because I bought them because I feel like I'm a collector with that kind of stuff. And I haven't had a reason to open them because I have an NES, I have a Super Nintendo, I have all the games that are on each of them, I have a computer that can emulate them all, and more than that too. I have my Wii's are jailbroken, so all these games are already on my TVs in all my rooms anyways. So for me personally, there's not a use for them. So that's why I'm kind of like, it's just a fad that everyone's jumping on. I mean, I guess for the people who aren't as game addicted and crazy like I am, would want it because they don't have a game console in every room of their house. Or any room, maybe. Yeah, I mean, the minis are great, like, if you're going on a vacation and you want to hook something up to the TV with you, then it's perfect. That I could see great for the NES or Super Nintendo Classic. And I think eventually, someday, that's why I'll bring it with me. I'll go to, like, Vegas with my buddy and I'll be like, oh, I got the Super Nintendo Mini, let's bring it with us and play it in the hotel room in between gambling or something. You know, there was a time in my life where I was going to Vegas almost every other month. Those were my days when I was single. Good times. Well, that's the thing too, like, especially if the Switch is gonna have, I don't want to say a virtual console, but their online service, and depending on how Nintendo handles that. If I go to Vegas, you know, my family owns property out there. Oh, okay. Any particular reason you want me to meet your family? Hang out at their property? Because I can do that. Oh, okay. Keep talking. No, my wife has a cousin that lives in Henderson, so we usually stay with her or on the Strip. Although now that I have kids, we usually just stay with her. So I will say, this game, you want to pay for a hotel, you can. Well, I mean, depending on the convenience and the situation. If I don't have the kids with me, I'm absolutely paying for a hotel. So this game, it's good, it's fun, it's interesting storyline, but it's also, it shows that it's an indie game because of how basic it is. Even though everything is done very professionally, it just seems very straightforward. Go here, do this, get this, put this here. Go here, do this. It's not, there's not much depth beyond that. Oh, wow. That's pretty wild. Sounds like he's doing alright for himself. Am I just fighting snakeheads? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Man, that's the point of life I want to get to, where I can live off of something where I don't even have to do anything. I like how he heals himself by just physically putting band-aids all over his body. item. I'm trying. Oh man. This is gonna be close. Nice. Whew. Right, no, I know. It's nothing's free. But you could say he could hire someone to manage them for him and he'd just make less money, but he'd still be making free money then, at that point. He should hire you to do it, Eric. Ah, very cool. Whoa, a lot going on here. Oh, I misread you. I'm sorry. So he's actually buying an entire place. That's a good idea. Wander. It kind of almost reminds me of a point-and-click adventure game. This is not going to end well. I guess I can't update my partner, it's just my stuff. Like, parts like this remind me of Earthbound. But then parts inside the house remind me of, like, Thimbleweed Park and Maniac Mansion type thing. Yeah, there we go. That's what I need to do, is upgrade my weapon. That's funny. This mishap definitely got somebody fired. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, he's only taking like 2 damage away with that thing. There's not enough needles in this. Fact. That's funny. Not enough needles. It's like IGN with Pokemon. 6.5 out of 10. Too much water. Captain, how's it going, man? Yeah, this game's neat. I don't know how to upgrade his weapon because his weapon kind of sucks. Oh, he gone. Maybe. I thought that I checked what I could buy though. It's neat. I mean, it's visually interesting. Yeah, it's definitely different than anything I've ever played before, as far as the game style is concerned. I feel like we've gone full circle with graphics, where they've gotten so good. Indie games have just been like, screw good graphics. I just want to make a good game. Exactly, yeah. So apparently this is just a place to fight snakes. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of snakes myself. Which makes me wonder why I moved to California. But then I see the weather in the Northeast and I'm like, that's why I moved to California. Yeah, they really are. I agree. Although lizards are pretty cool. Because they don't bite and kill people. No, there's still lots of wildlife in California. Hey, there's a needle, finally. My overall score of the game just went up by a point because I found another needle. No, there's definitely a lot of nature areas in California. They got Yosemite here. I've been there. Of course, that's like 8 hours away, 10 hours away. Well, I'm sure Northern California is very similar to Oregon, save for downtown San Francisco and Sacramento. Oh yeah, Atlanta. That place is beautiful, right? It's not? Well, I mean, yeah, but technically, I'm talking about the northern half of California. What did I just take out of there? Ah, there we go. I want that instead. I mean, if you want to get technical, Eric. Hey, welcome back, Nate. I mean, it's okay. It's not, I'll put it this way, it's not a bad game. It's an above average game for sure. Is it worth the money? That's the ultimate question. Depends on how much they try to charge for it on the Switch and what the Switch tax is going to be. Right now on Steam, it's $11. I'd say it's worth $11. Let's say if on the Switch, if it starts to approach 15 bucks, then I'd start to be like, I don't know about that. That would be a wait for a sale kind of game. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out on the Switch as $25. I'd be like, really? I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it's not my typical kind of game. It's got a whole bunch of things from games that I love, but putting them all together, I don't know if it necessarily works because I feel like it's all over the place. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I've seen role-playing games on the Switch for $5, so, and those have a lot of content too. Is that how we price games now, based off of amount of content? I prefer to price games on how good they are. And they don't necessarily always go hand in hand. Content plays a big role in pricing, but if the game sucks, then it doesn't matter how much content is in it. But I agree. Yeah, but if we did pricing based off nostalgia, Final Fantasy would be $300. Guess it all depends on what angle you take. That'd be an interesting video. I mean, I kind of already did a video on how much games should cost, but I feel like there's so much to this topic that it's like disgusting. Wow, this is a big game. I didn't know I could scroll out. This is huge. I guess I'll put it this way with this game. It's a fun game. I don't know if it necessarily plays well to a live stream though, because there's a lot of text and a lot of wandering, and I feel like that loses a lot of audience because people are looking for more bang, 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 what's going on now, more platforming type games or action-paced games. I don't know if a role-playing game like this with all the text is ideal for a live stream audience. Tell me if I'm wrong though. Yeah, this is 11 on Steam. We were wondering how much it's going to cost on the Switch when it comes out. Oh, the new Final Fantasy. Are you talking Final Fantasy 15? Or is there a newer one than that? Because I hear people love Final Fantasy 15. You know, I played Final Fantasy 15. I have it. I got it for Christmas like 2 years ago when it first came out or whatever. Played it for like 20 minutes and I felt like it was interesting, but I just having Having 2 kids at the ages of 2 and 4, it's not even feasible to try to play a role-playing game like that at this point in my life. So I kind of gave up on it, unfortunately. But I've heard a lot of people love it. Dreamcast guy has done good videos on it about why it sucks. Right, yeah, the art style definitely doesn't play well to a live stream either. I'm playing this and I like it, and I feel like I'd enjoy playing this more, like, on my Switch when I'm laying down in bed at night, as like a unwinding kind of game, because it's super chill. But as far as a live stream, it's not really where it's at for most of the audience. I'm enjoying my time with it, though. I'm gonna start saying that from now on. Mention it. Oh, really? But again, it's weird that I gotta play this with the keyboard. I never play games on the keyboard. And if it's coming out on the Switch within the next month or two, and they're gonna do Switch control support for it, it's just weird that they don't do that for the Steam version as well. Do you actually have that, Eric? That thing's quite the collector's item. Complete and boxed? Damn. What's that valued at? Is that like 150 bucks or something, or more? Alright, yeah, that's exactly where I'd pin it too. That's what it feels like. It only works with what? Phantasy Star Online, right? Are there any other games that it would work with? Adapter, it looks like it's ready to go GameCube. Yeah, I've seen those. Those are expensive too. Right, that's what I figured. I just I think that's wild they made a keyboard controller for one game. That's insane. I'm sure it's comfortable. It probably looks ridiculous. You should make a profile picture with you playing a game holding it. I believe it. Oh, man. Posted a pic in chat of a guy that got killed in the volcano. And the guy... What the hell? I mean, Eric, I'm pretty sure you could, in a million years, I could not have guessed that's what you'd be chatting right now, what you'd be writing. That's literally the most random thing I think I've ever read in my entire life. On that note, I'm going to end this live stream. I don't think I'm going to play this game on live stream anymore. I'll definitely be playing it offline though, and possibly be making a review of it, especially to prep for the Switch release. It's not bad at first impressions. It's not great. It's somewhere in between. And I think that's the problem with a lot of games that are somewhere in between, above average but not great, is how much time do people have to invest in these games. Rick's caption. I'm gonna have to check that out. Where do you post that, on Facebook? Or just Twitter or somewhere? But anyway, about this game, I don't think it's bad, like I said. I don't know how much time people have to be playing these games, especially in a crowded lineup like the Switch is starting to have. I don't love the art style in this game. I think it's okay. I really feel like it could use some color. It's definitely unique, though. It's very unique. An RGT private chat? What are you, a special person? That you're in a private chat with RGT? But yeah, I will probably be streaming in a little bit a different game. I'm not sure what yet. Thinking maybe Solomon's Key on the NES. For some reason I've been wanting to play that. But yeah, I will end the stream here. Peace out all. I'll probably get back to work. Thanks for the extended break. Yeah, no, I love some of the shading in the dark. I'll see you later, Oak City. Thanks for coming by. Patreon for him, since you won't do one. Oh, well, I will eventually do one, I promise. I like the shading when you go into the caverns and stuff. Like, I think it works in specific areas of this game, but I feel like the whole game being black and white is, yes, I get that's the style, but it would have been nice to have a little bit more variety in it. Variety's the spice of life with this. Play Mario for Mario Month. That's not a bad idea either. I actually might play Mario 1 with the Sledgehammer code to see how far I can get. If you've ever seen my Game Genie code video. Eventually does not send your dollars to me. You're always welcome to donate, Eric, but you don't have to. I will, like I said, I will be doing a Patreon eventually. I don't know when. I was hoping to get to like 10,000 subs before doing it. But that is not happening anytime soon the way it's been going, so. But who knows, with my new item coming to the channel that I'll be receiving in the mail later today. I think you'd be very interested to see it. I got a picture of it. Maybe I'll send a picture of it to you on Facebook so you know what's coming. You'll be very excited about it, I think. Anyways, guys, I will see you on the next one. Have a good one.